Well, one vivid memory that I had was when Southern Illinois University came to play at Holman Center. It happened to correspond with the Cardinals baseball caravan from St. Louis to kind of drum up interest in the Cardinal baseball season. The game was very competitive. Indiana State won, of course. At halftime, we had 7 radio stations broadcasting the game. 4 in Terre Haute, WTHI, WBOW, WISU, the student station. Another station out in Brazil, Indiana was the 4th station. Southern Illinois had 3 stations broadcasting. And the Cardinals as well as ISU were excited because we got every Cardinal on a halftime interview on the radio. And more importantly for them and for us, not only did we win the game, but Ted Simmons and several other of his teammates were so excited to come to the Indiana State dressing room after the game to meet Larry Bird and all of his teammates. And I think the Cardinal players, who were the high-paid professionals, were more excited about meeting the meeting the ISU Sycamores than our own players were excited to meet the Cardinal Major League players. I think, now I was very busy, at each of the games, and I know all that stuff occurred. But the thing that stood out to me was the unbridled enthusiasm of our late play-by-play announcer, Bob Forbes, who had attended Indiana State in the late 40s, early 50s. And I think while he looked forward to all the games and he looked ahead to what might happen during this magical season, he also looked back and he reflected on past successes that we had at Indiana State.
Bird has the rebound under the ball, he's there and he's got it.
All right. That's one of those patented assists.
In regards to my personal life, I have been a very blessed person and husband and father. My wife and I, Linda, have been married for 50 years. We celebrated our 50th anniversary in May of 2018, married in the spring of 1968. Very fortunate and blessed to have 3 beautiful kids. They're all, of course, Linda's tall, like I am. Our kids, of course, no surprise, they're tall. Our daughter Erin was 6'1", played high school basketball, played collegiately a year at George Washington University. Our daughter Carrie, 6'2", was tri-captain of the North Carolina Tar Heels, team which won the 1994 NCAA championship in Richmond, Virginia. And our son Eddie, who was born in 1978 and was like a year old when we were going through 1979 season. He was just a little kid back there. Well, now he's 6'9" and just turned 40 years old after nearly 9 years, or a little more than 9 years at Indiana State. Had the opportunity to move to Indianapolis, become the PR director for the Indiana Pacers. After 3 or 3.5 years in Indianapolis, Lynn and I moved to the Washington area. I worked for 4 years as the director of basketball at Special Olympics Incorporated in DC. And then, kind of missing the college game, I moved back to the collegiate ranks for various administrative athletic jobs at George Washington University, where I worked for 26 years. So it was a great opportunity to live in a big city and see some of the things that you only hear about when you live elsewhere. I certainly enjoyed our 33 years in the Washington area, but it's great actually to be away from all the madness of Washington and live in the Denver area, where we live closer now to our daughter Carrie and our son Eddie and their families.